BB851, turn right, heading 180. Order 14 Papa, turn right 245, report localizer established 27.
During the 2019 Paris Air Show, there were plenty of surprises and also shocks. However, to me, and probably some of you watching today, there was none bigger than the major announcement from Boeing and the International Airlines Group that they'd be intending to purchase a whopping 200 737 MAX aircraft for multiple airlines like British Airways. This is the first commitment/order to occur for the 737 MAX since the events of ET302. However, Airbus is not happy with this according to Reuters, and you may be wondering why. You're probably thinking that Boeing won the order fair and square. Well, what we've learnt is that Airbus actually never got the chance to bid for this order to win over the International Airlines Group. And again, you may be rather confused. So here's a little backstory in what really goes on with an order prior to the announcement. We'll be using Project Sunrise as our example. The order hasn't been placed by Qantas, but what Qantas is doing, and for the matter what all airlines really do, is listen to proposals from both Airbus and Boeing in regards to just how they'll be able to power their airline in the future. From there, the carriers do make a decision. What Airbus has done is call the IAG now to try and get a chance to offer their own planes instead of the 200 737 MAX aircraft. The Chief Commercial Officer of Airbus did say they would like a chance to compete for that business, as the announcement by Boeing and the IAG was only a letter of intent and has not been finalised. The CCO further added that they were never actually informed that the IAG were looking for a single-aisle jet like the MAX for airlines in their group. And if they had known, they would have pounced on it and offered types in their A320neo family of aircraft, which, as we know, has just seen the A321XLR join during the 2019 Paris Air Show and secure a whopping 200 plus orders and commitments. Part of those 200 plus orders and commitments are actually with IAG, with the type being sent to the likes of Iberia and Aer Lingus on transatlantic services in the future. The 737 MAX announcement from IAG caused a lot of controversy and also a negative attention towards them and Boeing during the Paris Air Show, and from what I've been told, it was covered extensively by the media in the UK. The decision to announce something at the Paris Air Show was definitely frowned upon and came as a shock to me, as you've probably heard me say. However, something that should be mentioned is that the MAX was never going to go without an order again. Someone was eventually going to break the streak of no commitments and orders, and that's now happened to be the International Airlines Group. Was it smart that they did this? Or maybe not in a media sense right now, but let's take a look at some of the positives. These jets will say be delivered in 4 years if Airbus doesn't steal the commitments. By then, I do expect the MAX to have been flying safely for at least 3.5 years, with new orders and hundreds of new deliveries. By then, the vast majority will have forgotten about the incidents, probably not you watching though. In addition, through signing an intent to order now, there's no doubt about it that they have secured a major discount, not just based off their relationship alone, but also thanks to Boeing and how bad the reputation for the MAX is right now. So what they've ultimately done is secure a huge discount now, which of course won't be publicly said, and in turn, they'll be getting them years after the type is back in the air. That's just something to consider, and it makes a lot of sense when you do think about it. Either way, what are your thoughts on Airbus wanting in on the business? Do you believe IAG would move away from the MAX? Or that Airbus would actually be able to match the discount that Boeing's giving them? Let me know down in the comment section below. And as always, thank you very much for tuning into another one of my videos. I do very much look forward to you all joining me in the next one.